final H is help. We're all in this together, and if we can look for collaboration over competition, then we're going to survive. And I think naturally, as the human race, we've survived because we've been able to adapt, but we've survived by adapting in tribes, in teams, in groups of people.
This is the Game Changers Experience. Deep dive conversations with leading business disruptors, Olympic athletes, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and influencers from around the world. This show will teach you insights about the winning principles in mindset, productivity, marketing, branding, entrepreneurship, business strategy, and more. Hosted by Productivity Authority, business strategist, former elite athlete, author, and public speaker, Adam Strong.
What is it that businesses need to do when they go into what I call survival mode? And how does it they need to get into the kind of thriving mode? Is there any kind of common patterns that you've seen over the years?
Yeah, I think there's some things you absolutely have to get right in order to be able to sort this out. So they need cash usually, and I've actually turned that into a mnemonic for the 4 stages that they need to look at that spell cash, just to be memorable. So the first thing is confidence. You need to have confidence in your ability to be able to get through this, to be able to plan, to be able to come up with innovative potential solutions to a changing and complex world and environment. So if you go into this with we're doomed, you're screwed. So and actually interesting, I'm seeing right now kind of 3 mindsets from business owners. One is their head is in the sand in hibernation, thinking that if they pop their head up in September, the world will be okay again and it'll all be a distant in the rearview mirror. No, it won't. There's another set that actually recognize it won't be like that in September, who are paralyzed in their thinking because are we going to have a second wave? Is there going to be more governmental supports, whether it be furlough, whether it be further subsidized loans, etc.? What's going to happen to their pipeline of work? When do they bring people back? And they're in overwhelm about the amount of decisions to be made, but to be made in an environment of complete and total uncertainty, which you'd never had to deal with before. And fundamental with this, in the third group are those that are going, whenever you've got instability, there's opportunity. Here's our opportunity to grow market share, we're innovating quick, and they're coming to market in an iterative fashion, they're coming to market with updated offerings. And for me, the difference between certainly the middle group that are paralyzed and the second that are outwardly chasing for and achieve the opportunity is mindset.
Yeah.
So the C in the analogy of cash on the survive piece is the C is confidence. You've got to have the mindset that one way or another, you have the ability, your team has the ability, you'll find a way through this. And most business owners, the journey of business is a roller coaster and will have had tough times before and have survived that. The second thing you need to do, the A of the cash model, is to analyze what outstanding money can you collecting from debtors. It's to analyze where you've got a leaky bucket in terms of cost running out your business that you no longer need to do, so where you need to cut back, to analyze opportunities in the marketplace, listening to the customers, etc. The S is kind of like smooth, save, and sell. And what I mean by those kind of like 3 S's is smoothing cash flows is something that not many those that plan cash flow forecasts do, but many organized small businesses don't. And what that means is that you could get your cash in at one time, but that comes in 60 days after you've had to pay out at the end of the month for your employees. The end of your month, you've had to pay out for raw materials. Then you've had to pay out for overhead, utility bills or whatever. So all your cash has gone out before it's come back in, and that gap is obviously very dangerous, but potentially terminal for any business if you haven't got the cash available to meet your liabilities when they become due. So, for example, I went into a client's business last year who had a significant contract that was 80% of their order book, and they got paid on this significant contract just in 4 very significant payments. So there were big peaks, and there were big troughs, there were big holes. So what I did was negotiated with the customer that they paid us monthly, and then I negotiated there was 4 very significant subcontractors in terms of price and contractual value. and I negotiated payment with them, and so it just matched out inflows and outflows, and it smoothed that cash flow out, and it worked.
Nice.
It also had, without this swings as well, if the swings went the wrong way around of that quarter, certainly in the UK, then you could actually find yourself paying out a chunk of that, which would worsen your cash flow position as well. So it sorted all of that out. So the smoothing bit is sort your cash flows out, then get off your backside and sell, save where you can and sell. And I talk about that. And the final H is help. We're all in this together. And if we can look for collaboration over competition, then we're going to survive. And I think naturally, as the human race, we've survived because we've been able to adapt, but we've survived by adapting in tribes, in teams, in groups of people. And I think that's what we need to be reaching out. On the other side of that question, please, can you help me? Is a reservoir of compassion, of understanding, of resources, of contacts, of genuine help. So in order to survive, get confident you can do it. Look what your status of your numbers of your business. Look where you can smooth out the cash flows. Sell, get more revenue in, save, and then bring two people around you that can help you, and vice versa, you can help them.